everyone, and welcome to my comedy show coming straight to you from my room here. Even though it's not really a home, it's more of a small room that I rent. But as my cousin says, home is where you hang your hat or stick your dick. But anyway, uh, I finished watching the Super Bowl last night, and I wanted to congratulate the Green Bay Packers for winning the Super Bowl. And like the Cleveland Browns, I too wish I could have went to the Super Bowl this year. Uh, we've had a rough winter this winter because, as you can see by the opening credits, it's wintertime out here right now. And there's one thing I happen to notice about the wintertime. Southern people just cannot drive in the wintertime. Uh, they go driving along, they hit a patch of ice or something. The first thing they sit there is say, "Oh shit!" We here in northwestern Pennsylvania sit there and say, "Here, hold my beer, watch this shit." I've been down south before. I lived down south for a little while, and their bars get kind of rowdy at times. I don't know. I was in this one bar, and there was this big guy sitting there at the bar, and a little guy was sitting next to him. And the big guy looks at the little guy and he grabs a hold of him and throws him down on the ground. And he goes, "That was judo from Japan." The little guy gets up and brushes himself off, sits back down, goes to enjoy his beer. Big guy looked at him again, just grabbed him and threw him back down on the ground. He says, "I said that was judo from Japan." So the little guy gets up and brushes himself off. He left the bar for a couple minutes. Then he came back in, walked right behind the big guy and blam! Knocked him senseless, knocked him right out. Bartender turned around and looked at that little guy, and that little guy looked at the bartender and said, "Now you tell that son of a bitch when he wakes up that there was a crowbar from Sayers." Oh, hey, they do get rowdy sometimes down there. Oh. I try to get a job down south, and there's one thing about being down south. Nobody tends to hire people from anywhere else except unless you actually live down there for longer periods of time. And I find that out wherever I go anywhere. But I've had a lot of jobs up here in Pennsylvania, and I've noticed one thing about the jobs anywhere, that for some odd reason I feel that the company that you work for is actually owned by the Disney Corporation. Because I've noticed that when I've walked into some of these Mickey Mouse factories, is that everybody acts a little freaking goofy. They do, seriously. But anyway, I usually go to work early sometimes. Basically, at the job I have right now, I do tend to get there about a half hour early. And everybody's asking me, they go, "Joe, why are you here early? Have you lost your mind or something?" I sit there and tell them, I go, "Yeah, I lost it somewhere around here. It's just every time I come here and look for it, I forget where I put it." That's like when you're growing up. Now, I grew up in a smaller town, and we used to play, basically on the side roads and what have you. And my uncle, he would come outside and catch us playing in the street. He said, "What are you doing playing in traffic? Have you lost your mind?" "Well, yeah, gee, I've lost it around here somewhere. But when you find it, you pick it up and bring it back to me so I can knock some sense into you." Some of the things we used to do when we were kids, I swear. Oh, Lord. Let's see now. Oh, there's this other thing I like. Now, people ask me if I ever go to church, and I sat there and I turn around and tell them that when I was growing up, well, I basically had to go to church. And they ask me, why don't I go to church anymore? And I turn around and tell them, well, with everything that's going on with the priests and everything, with the sexual scandals and stuff like that there, I don't want to be associated with churches right this minute. But it made me think, how does a priest actually have sex? And it's like, it's probably like this. "Oh Lord, I thank you for about this woman I'm about to receive. I pray to you that she does not have herpes. Oh Lord, I'm about to have an ejaculation increase of second population of the second largest nation. Amen. That's just that's just the way I think it could happen. I don't know, but you know, anywho, that's about all I have for you for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you again next time.